I thought that was hella overexposed. Gonna do those. Where are those? Do the shoes, clothes, and then the backpacks. Oh, do I got any on Michael cooking? Let me see. Should. The DJ. Y'all really not have any of. Oh, there he is. I knew I had some of him cooking. Trim these on the end because you want to give yourself room for transitions, obviously. I think from there we're just going to put in the banner. I really do 20 seconds of this. Let's cut it to there. Bring it to the bottom. Oh, you know what? I think I need to go get that. Do I still have it on here? I took some stock footage a long time ago of one of my clients at Sunset Park. Shout out to my boy Vegas, rest in peace, we miss you, man. He did a clothing drive for the holidays, and I was blessed enough to be the guy to document it and get some photos and videos. That video is on his YouTube right now. Please go take a look. But it was great that he took the time out to reach out to the community and to some of his trusted partners and business associates and some of his best friends in the whole world to bring that to life. So to whoever watching this, anybody who is somebody who love and misses Vegas deeply, maybe that's one thing we should do. In his name, we should bring back his holiday clothing drive. If you're interested, let me know. But yeah, all that to say, it was at Sunset Park, and with his permission, I'm going to use a clip that I got when I was filming for his piece. But I don't think I have it. I probably have it online and gotta go get it. Oh, I do have some here. Yeah, this is, so it's really just the establishing shots. And this here was the day of the actual donation. So when we went downtown, and he dropped the donations off to the shelter. So I'll have to figure something else out for that, but really we want what I want to do here is that establishing shots. This is at Sunset Park, quite honestly one of the 2 or 3 most iconic parks in the entire city of Las Vegas. It's depending on what side of the city you grew up on, and to the local folks, that's huge. You know, Sunset Park is a place that carries so many memories of our childhood and a lot of things that brought our families together, whether it was close family, distant family, whether it was our friends, neighbors, whoever. Sunset Park is such an important staple to what Las Vegas means for our community, and the fact that the first ever full-size run day was there, I think it's incredible, and hopefully it'll be its home, because I just thought it was really cool that it was there. When I saw that it was going to be held at Sunset Park, I was really excited for it. So I'll figure out something else to show the establishment that it is Sunset Park. But just creating this recap video. For these recap videos, I really love doing videos that are about 3 to 5 minutes in length. They really don't need to be any longer than that, mostly for the fact that especially for nonprofits. So for those not familiar, Full Size Run is a nonprofit giving back to the community, especially for those who have been incarcerated or just not as many resources to the community like a lot of nonprofits. However, their focus is on getting folks established back into the community, into the workforce after they've been incarcerated. And, you know, they're definitely going to expand from there. And what I think is very special about Full Size Run, shout out to Marcus Pride, the founder, is the connection that he has with his his son who passed away with this event and the time he does it around 4th of July. And so with these nonprofits, a lot of the times people want to see what they're doing. That's never going to be a question. People are never going to be bored of what people are doing in the community. But a lot of the times they need something succinct and powerful that is going to help them either secure funds for future projects or something that's going to help people want to volunteer, get more sponsors, get more locations, and just get more people on board. And these are things like these recap videos are so important. And you don't want to put out something that's too much information, because that's how I am with events. My style, if you will, is I don't like to put out so much stuff that makes it seem like you didn't have to be there. I would like to put out a recap video of an event that shows just enough of how great a time it was, or just enough to make you say, man, I can't miss the next one. And it has to be that. And so it can't be too long. It can't be a movie. If you're going to do a movie, make sure people know it's a movie. Even today, in the social media world where people are scrolling all day, attention span ain't changed. So 3 to 5 minutes, I think, is perfect, especially if they look to go public with this. So sometimes it may appear on the news for them. They may submit it to some other media outlet that looks for a sort of a recap of a particular event, or particularly for this one, for next year, when he's trying to get folks on board for the event, they're going to say, oh, well, what is it? Can you show me? Can you talk? He's going to have this video, and this video is going to have a good chunk of what they need to see. And again, like I said, the only way that they can really be involved is if they come themselves, which is that's what we want. So 3 to 5 minutes for this recap video. Usually I choose one song. It just kind of depends. Only time that I will use more than one audio on a recap if it's like a holiday, more than likely Halloween or Christmas. But usually for the recap videos, I'll find one song and usually have that song in mind when I'm editing it, so I can hit those breaks and my transitions will match. But also it could be just taking the video, which is what I'm doing now, just editing the video now, and then we're going to put some audio to it, because I had a few songs in mind, but I've completely forgot what those songs were. And in my Apple library, I have I can't even give you a number, thousands upon thousands of songs that I thought would be really cool to use for a recap video, for social media, for a movie, for anything. So I have to go in there and get it. So for this one, we're going to do about 3 to 5 minutes, like I said, and it's going to be really upbeat, professional audio to it. We're not going to go too corporate, because sometimes the corporate sounds, I'll be honest with you, can be cheesy, and I don't like it. Like, it already feels like, oh, it's one of these. You got to choose a song that's captivating and also groundbreaking at the same time, risk-taking, because if it's a song that captures people's attention, you've already done what you need to do. It's always about audio. If you can put some audio out there that makes people say, oh, what is this I'm listening to, their eyes are going to follow suit. So we'll add the song later, but right now I have these clips here, and then we're going to chop them down, and we're going to look to get 3 to 5 minutes, like I said. So right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 clips on this timeline, and it's already 1 minute and 12 seconds. So that gives you an idea of what it's like. Even though this 10-second clip is a good 10-second clip, do they need to see the whole 10 seconds of one of the volunteers interacting with 2 of the attendees? No. So you take that and try to find the best of that 10 seconds, which is really here towards the end of the young men talking, and they are really being into what the volunteer was saying here. And so with that quick, we took that 10-second clip and made it 3 seconds. and now we're back to minute 6. So that 6-7 seconds that we just saved will give us about 2 more clips, or 1 depending on what we're trying to do here. But you want to remember these sort of B-roll-esque type of clips here, because if you do see that you're over, you want to automatically go to those and take from that, because you're going to have those times where you're just like, oh man, I'm 2 minutes over, I'm 90 seconds over, I'm 10 seconds over, what can I cut? At the end of it, if you just don't need this clip, you don't need it. Like I said, it's great right now because it's going to get us to the 5 minutes at the most. But if we get to 5 minutes and 30 seconds, this will probably be one of the first clips I'll look at to even get down to 1 second. But it's just to show content, because it's still a social media world. So you got to show things that are going to keep people interested. This one right here, I forget. I don't know if they were like his. This is Marcus. I'm not sure if they were his niece or nephew, or I'm not sure. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Somebody tell me. But just a really cool moment of him with the kids, and that's what this was about, was, you know, family, and letting other folks know that you got family. Even in places where you think you don't have family, you have family. And so I'm actually going to take that clip and I'm going to put that towards the end. Now, to anybody who's followed and been watching a lot of my videos over the past 9 years now, they know that they're going to see that GubM flash, that logo, that Whitehead Media logo. And so instead of doing the traditional Whitehead Media graphic, I'm just going to take the Whitehead Media from the banner of all the sponsors here. And that's what's going to end the clip. Just something a little different, but it's staying within our style of what we like to do, because it's just a signature. And at this point, it's the type of thing where if I don't do it, will people even think it's a legit video of mine? And so another thing too, we had so many of the great vendors that came out, so we want to make sure we feature the vendors. What I like to do, definitely show the DJ working here. The DJs are critical when it comes to the energy of the event and how everybody feels. And then just all the vendors, what I like to do is I'll show the overall event, and then just kind of all the vendors together, people interacting with those vendors, and then just all the activities. So there was a bounce house, there was the snow cone folks, Michael Pride, he was cooking, he was passing out burgers and hot dogs and sausages and stuff. The face painting, the bouncy house, comedian AK, she was nothing short of fantastic, and she that's just her, she can't help it. And just her interactions. So even though it's going to be over music for the most part, there will be a couple parts where I'll probably cut that music or lower it so we can actually hear her tell a joke or two in a way only she can. There was the cornhole toss, so just showing those things. And then it was a clothing drive, so we want to show that. I gotta tell you, I've seen so many videos of events where people completely forgot to show the event. It's like they're showing all this other stuff, and I'm like, what? If this was a food drive, where's the food? Like, they're showing everything but the food. So these were the raffles that he gave out. But here you can see some of the donations, just some. I mean, this was just a little bit of it. I couldn't even get all of it because there was just bags and bags and bags of stuff. And what was cool were people were just showing up with bags of clothing and say, okay, here you go, I gotta go. And like, that's it. And I think for Full Size Run, that's the W. That's the W. And all of that is going to play with this clip of Marcus talking about the event. And of course, we're going to put the lower third with his name and his role and, you know, company. And of course, we're going to end with the social media plug and website and those kind of things, and how you can get involved, or how you can contact him if you need more info. Some of the clips, because you can see it's a bright sunny day. Some of them are overexposed, underexposed, so we're going to go in and make sure that we even those out. So like, where'd that one go? here because I was actually underneath the tent with the volunteer here. It looks fine, but everything else kind of to me looks a little bright. And so to my folks that's watching videos late at night, I'm gonna help you out because that's just too damn bright even for me. But then on the flip side, coming back out to these ones where you can see they're out in the field, it's just super overexposed. You can't even tell the difference between this tent here and the sky. So we're gonna make sure that we bring that down, look at the contrast, we're gonna look at the saturation, all these things that just make this video look so much better. The small things, color correction is huge. Don't ever let them tell you it's not. And the most special thing about this video is this is the first event that I did photo and video with a 4K camera. Now you may be thinking, how in the world were you in business all this long without a 4K camera? Equipment don't matter. People will talk about it all day. Equipment don't matter to people who know what they're doing. Does it make a difference? Yes, to the product and what you put on the screen and what you put in the phones and what you're creating, because it gives you more options. But if you know lighting, if you know your lenses, if you know your camera body, you do your research and you're going out and you're just practicing, taking your phone downtown and just capturing people walking, just volunteering folks, hey, can I take a picture? I'll do this. This is where you can see the photos if you want your photo. If you're out there and you know what you're doing, whether it's an iPhone, an Android, whatever, a $5,000 camera or a $50 camera, it can still be the disposable ones. I don't know if you kids know about this, but a long time ago, we used to get cameras about this big in a package, and we had to rip it open, and then we would take pictures, and we only got 27 shots. We could only take 27 pictures, and they got messed up. And we would take that camera to a CVS or a Walgreens or to some folks, Save-Ons, showing my age here, and you would get those pictures printed and developed, and if they were messed up, they were messed up. All that to say, if you know what you're doing, don't get so caught up on the gear. The gear is going to come. But just work on your craft, because the day is going to come where you're going to have the camera in your hand and you need to be ready. And you're going to treat that $5,000 camera the same way you did that $500 camera. You're going to do your research. You're going to commit to the project. You're going to be the artist that you are, and you're going to create the shit you're supposed to create, and everything's supposed to work out. So with this video, it was so important for me that I was able to finally get a 4K camera after 8.5 years. And this will be the first ever film in 4K, first ever video filmed in 4K under the Whitehead Media banner. And I say that because the future just looks so bright, and I can't wait for what the future holds. And what it did was it gave me another opportunity to learn more. I can watch as many videos as I want of how people are creating videos in 4K and editing in 4K, but it don't mean shit till I sit down and create it in 4K, and the same thing for you. So for me here, it's just incredible that I can finally get to that next level and put out a different type of art. And even though it is a commercial business project, it's still art. It still means a lot to me, and what I'm doing here is something that I want people to always remember. And I love what Full Size Run is doing. I love what Marcus is doing, and that's a partnership that I don't take for granted. So I'm hoping the next time he does have an event like this, or this one, he reaches out to Whitehead Media because of the effort and the dedication and the small attentions to detail that we put in. So first video ever shot in 4K. It means the world to know that I made it this far. And that the camera's paid off. I'm not making payments on that. So that's really cool too. So yeah, he also got a couple proclamations. So the day of the event, I believe it was July 5th, the day after 4th of July. I have to go and look because there was I got to get the flyer. Another thing too, I like to put the flyer in the video because sometimes people ain't always sure if that's the event. They're like, wait, is this the one with some? If you put the flyer and they recognize the flyer, then they'll be able to associate. But that day is known as Full Size Run Day, and that's amazing. So we're going to make sure we feature that. And then, like I said, we're going to make sure that this is something that he can continue to show as many people as possible so they can get on board and he can grow his event and continue to make his much needed impact on the community. So stay tuned. We're going to get this video edited and posted real soon. You should be able to see it on Whitehead Media as far as visibility goes. We'll send it over to Full Size Run, and it'll be there on the Facebook, and hopefully they'll get more avenues, ways for you guys to see it. But I'm really excited to get this going. So keep your eyes and ears open. Even though this event was a while ago, it's been giving me so much stress that I haven't edited this for this guy yet, because he's fantastic and he's just really working hard. So we're going to get it edited and it's going to be posted, and you guys are going to get to see what a great time we had. So thanks. This is episode 2. I am the one and only Mr. JD Whitehead. Episode 2 of In the Lab. We'll see you again. Y'all be safe. Super overexposed. Look at that. Sorry, AK. You so bright. Like, I can't. Look at you. You're just shining. You're just so bright and shining. My camera don't even know what to do about it. Yeah, there's one of the videos of one of the sponsors that partners with Full Size Run, Dream Seeker Kids. They brought some donations, which was great. Mike was picking up all that wind.